So my name is Gus Cameron, I'm part of the eBiolabs team, and I'm here to give you a tour to show you what we've been up to at the University of Bristol for the past year. eBiolabs is a project designed to change the way in which we deliver undergraduate teaching. It's essentially a website hosted here at the University of Bristol, which the students log on to using their standard usernames and passwords. And I'm just going to switch my role now to a student so that you can see what a student sees. The major problem with teaching undergraduate laboratory work is that it doesn't scale properly. So our student numbers have increased, but our unit resources remain the same. There's a huge marking and administrative burden associated with running practicals, and they're becoming increasingly facile and cookbook-like. So we wanted to change that, and we recognised that the key to doing that was to increase the amount of preparation that the students do before they get to the lab and reduce the amount of administrative and marking work that had to be done by staff. So when the student logs on, they have resources here such as safe conduct and biochemistry labs, some resources for helping them with their numeracy, a techniques manual, how to use Excel, and a gradebook, a customized gradebook that I'll talk more about later. But in advance of the practical, the student has to log on to eBiolabs and access the information about the experiment they're going to be performing later that week. So this information here, this content, was created by academics in Word and then converted into web pages using Course Genie. In a parallel project, then we've created multimedia resources to help really explain to the students what they will be doing in the lab. So here we have a multimedia piece of Flash designed to demonstrate how to use a Gilson pipette. So the student can test themselves. Here they can choose the pipette, they can choose the tip, and they can adjust it just like they would in the lab. And then they can check themselves. Also, we've been in the lab with academics and technicians and students making videos. So again, the student can see what it is they've got to do before they get there. Now, once they've worked their way through this pre-laboratory material, they have to take a pre-laboratory quiz. This is all done within Moodle. So all of these questions here are just really designed to make sure they've engaged with that experimental information before they get there. This is all automatically marked, and they get feedback on that. So the student works through this material, goes to the laboratory, carries out the experiment, and then logs back into eBiolabs to submit their results. Here we have a post-lab exercise. Here the student will enter the data that they collected in the lab. And then that will be submitted for marking. So you see, wherever possible, we've tried to automate this marking, but in some cases, such as when the student puts in free text answers, that obviously has to be marked by hand. Nevertheless, this system has eliminated this huge paper trail of 20,000 bits of paper flying backwards and forwards each year, just in our building, and it has increased the amount of feedback that the student can get. So as well as the pre-lab and post-lab work, there is a gradebook associated with this. This is a customized gradebook. Now, because I've just logged on as a student, all I can see is my own grades here. But if I logged on as a member of staff, then I'll be able to see the marks for all the students, and as a tutor, we can divide those up so they just see their tutees and whatever. So this is the huge boon, because in the past it wasn't possible for staff to really easily gain access to their students' work in this way. It's possible to actually drill down into each experiment, into each piece of work, and really see where the students' strengths and weaknesses lie. eBiolabs has now been running for 2 days, and I'm delighted to say that it's been a huge success. Everybody is reporting that students are turning up to the labs better prepared than ever before. Students are saying that they can easily grasp the concepts which they're supposed to be doing, and they're really having no problems logging on and accessing all the material. So far, we're really delighted. Thanks for watching. You'll find some other videos posted here showing some of the student comments, some of the stakeholder comments, and please go and have a look at those as well. Thank you very much.